Hello, hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I wanted to try a couple different spots back on the Colorado Plateau that I felt might have something to offer artifact-wise. I figured I'd apply the same logic I've been using elsewhere while out searching, such as high points, hills, etc., overlooking possible places that once had water. Well, at least more water than nowadays. Also along the rim of a canyon sounded like a good idea. I figured these would have been good spots, mainly because they offered vantage points for watching the lands below and may have had easy access to water and getting down into a canyon. I would have to do more driving than walking on this trip, since I wanted to have a look at different spots, and if they produced, then I'd simply come back at a later date. So please join me as I head out into the desert to discover what once was. Oh, the sun is up. Buenos dias. And thankfully, finally, cooler weather. Oh. Long time coming. Well, we're in the high desert. We're right around 6,000 feet, I believe. So it's a pretty chilly morning. It's going to warm up though. The high today is like 70. Man, how awesome is that? And well, we're doing what we're usually doing out here. We're just kind of wandering around. I'm in a new area and we're seeing if we come across any prehistoric artifacts. I am kind of close to a highway, so you might hear some trucks passing here and there. So nothing I can do about that, but should be a pretty nice day. I think it's going to be really windy. We just had a front pass through last night, which dropped the temps a bit. And I think today's still going to be a windy day, but that's all right, because I will take any cooler weather I can get. So this is some interesting desert. It kind of gradually gets higher. I think at one point in the lower elevation, which would be that away, let's see, that's east, west, to the north, and it gets pretty low, maybe 1,000 feet lower. And it looks like, if you look at it, like say on Google Earth, the topography, it looks like there could have possibly been bodies of water here. If anything, there was maybe good amounts of running water, which created the topography, the area. And you know, we're talking time periods here, who knows when, but people have been in this area for thousands of years, and there was probably a culture tethered to this area when it had more water, and then it dried out. That culture might have just moved on somewhere else. And then, you know, as usual, other people end up in the area, so forth, and you know how that goes. But hopefully we come across, what's that? Sorry. I'm already, that looks kind of like it was worked. Yeah, I think we're going to be in a good area. So I'm always curious about that. We're out here looking, you know, if we come across anything, it's really difficult to tell time periods of when, say if we found a spear point or something. So a lot of my guesswork is purely just my speculation. I'm not a professional by any means. Sometimes you can find something where it is identifiable. Some viewers usually help. So if we come across, like, say, a full point or something, then we might have a good idea of a time period if we can identify it. So I'll photograph it, document it, video it, all that stuff. But generally speaking, coming across an artifact out here in, you know, perfect condition is pretty rare. I generally just come across broken pieces, and what I mostly come across is debitage or lithic debris, excuse me, and that's just the residuals from tool making. So as usual, just keep the expectations low, that way we're not disappointed, and hopefully we can come across something interesting. My dog's gonna get all up in that. Well, I've continued to come up and up and up, and yeah, we're not really coming across anything. This might be I don't know. That kind of looks like some lithic material there. Chert, jasper, flint. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit here and there. We might be coming on something, actually. Seeing what maybe flakes. So as I mentioned, lithic material is just essentially trash. It's what's left over after stone tool making. So come across lithic material, well then, we know people were here. All right, well, I'm into something. This is definitely lithic material here. So that's chert or jasper, but there's quite a bit of it, so yeah. It's definitely some tool making going on here. Check that out. Just found this. Well, that ain't ancient, but that's old. That's pretty cool. No. All right, well, I would say without a doubt that we've got some type of tool here. This is old stuff. Old stuff right here. That's chert or jasper, flint, but it's definitely been worked. You can see it's got an edge. Okay, so we're on top of something. So I'm wondering if this point might have been a spot, but that's definitely an artifact there. That's cool. Oh. Huh. All right. Well. Yeah. Yeah. See, there's all types of, there's debris around it. All right. Something's happening right here, so I'm going to kind of take my time and just slowly walk the area. This might be, yeah, there's, wow. I'm like seeing all types of debris now. Okay. I'm gonna just kick that up. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh. How interesting. So that may be a tool as well. Pretty rough. You see it's been fractured there. You know, you can see this is kind of like a level spot with this view. So I feel like people were hanging out right here. And it might be a, I need to really take my time and walk this area. This might be a little pueblo here. Tiny little village on this point. Yeah, I think we just found a point here. My fingers point where my finger's pointing. So I'm going to use another camera to do a close-up. but that I believe is either, I don't know, spear, knife, something, point, knife blade, spear, point, something of that nature. But just around it in the area, there's some lithic material. There's quite a bit of it, actually. You can see different materials here. So yeah, we're on to something. Let me do a close-up. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's a biface. I'm under the impression this is old. I don't know, I just have the feeling. But that's definitely a point. Wow, right on. Okay. Sun's at a funny angle. I'm getting some shadows. It's not still early. But yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, that's great. All right, so, well, great day already. We're just gonna leave that where we found it and continue looking. All right, well, the plot thickens. I just found, wow, there's lots of lithic debris in here. Oh, just everywhere. And then right below my hand, it's a piece of pottery. So we're going to have a look. Plain Jane pottery. That is pottery for certain. So what am I on here? This is peculiar. It's just, I'm like right on a slope and there's just all this debris coming off this slope, almost like a trash field, to be honest with you. So I'm wondering if there was maybe there was a hunting camp up here, and then this is the refuse. But this is encouraging. We found some pottery, lots of lithic debris here. Yeah, I'm finding all kinds of lithic debris right here. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, literally, it's covered. It's all this material with a piece of pottery, and it kind of slopes down. I don't know. Just pulled this up. That's it's been whacked a few times to create an edge. Maybe this is a core stone, I'm not sure, but it's interesting. Oh, I'm coming down, and I think I might have just found a possible artifact. That looks so out of place, sitting right there. This stone here. Oh, look at this. I don't know. It looks like it's been shaped. Look at that edge. Man, that is suspect right there. Just look at that. Oof. What do you guys think? Artifact? Just a rock? I don't know. It seems way out of place right here, and it looks like it's been smoothed down into something. Even looks like a piece has been smacked off. Might have broke off from whacking something. Boy, I think this is an artifact. I don't know. It's just sitting right there. Anything's possible. Well, this has been an interesting sight. I'm glad I decided to come up to this point. It's definitely a spot. I'm not quite sure what to make of it, if it's, you know, seasonal hunting camp, or there was a pueblo here. I don't know. You find this amount of lithic material and then some pottery. I'm kind of inclined to believe that it was more like a seasonal camp, you know. They would come up here, or I don't know, you know, I can fabricate all kinds of scenarios, but one thing's for certain is that there were people here, and they were handling business. All right, well, I'm out here now. I am remote, so I've been following Jeep track. There's the wind, and it's finally got to a point where I'm not comfortable driving it anymore. So it's in four-wheel drive, but I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna walk from this point. Again, here's just an example of lithic material here. So this is all residuals from tool making, and it's everywhere. Ground's just covered in it, and it has been for some distance. So, So I got a big canyon right up here. Yeah, we're gonna go have a look in this area. I'm gonna search this area, just walk it, and then we'll get a view of that canyon. Well, it's a nice cool breeze, but it's warm, so we gotta pay attention for rattlesnakes. Okay, well, I've got pottery. Black here, check it out. There's another piece. You can actually see the lip. That there is pottery. Plain pottery. Well, I don't know what's going on right here, but there is pot sherds everywhere. Look at this. That's all pottery, and it's all over the place. Huh. Ugh. Ground is covered in pot sherds and lithic material. I'm presuming I'm on a pueblo, might be buried. Oh man, there's pottery and lithic material. There's piles of it here. This is pottery, lithic material, pottery, lithic material. I mean, and then I've got some buried stones. I think I'm on a pueblo. It's buried, of course. Sand's filled everything in, but it's just the ground's covered, literally covered. The camera's just not going to do it justice. Oh man, look at this. I got two pieces of pottery that. Okay, I'm going to go in for a close-up for this. All right, we're going to have a look at these two pieces of pottery. It's just on the surface. I need to point out, you can see the lip there. Wow, that's great. That definitely would have been a pot. Put that back, and then right beside it is, wow, some red stuff. It might have been paint right there. Look at that. Oh man, that is awesome. We'll just leave that where we found it. Just beside the pottery, I found this. Looks like it's definitely been worked. some type of tool. Yeah, man, we are on a pueblo. Look at all this pottery right here. Wow. It's pretty cool. Out looking over this canyon. So I'm fairly confident that this whole area, you can see stones that are buried right here. There's probably dwellings in here that have just filled in with sand. Probably all up in here, probably all along the edge of this canyon, to be honest with you. But in this general area, there's so much pottery and lithics just jutting out of the ground, and the stonework is just, wow. I mean, it's kind of, it looks like the, you know, pit houses. So I'm fairly confident there was a village here of some type. So that's pretty incredible. There's some pretty interesting pot sherds over there, lots of them. And I don't know, like I said, I think a lot of this stuff's just been covered up. But yeah, there's a nice piece of lithic material right there. You can see how that's whole thing's been worked. That's chert or flint, jasper, all the same thing really. But this stuff's everywhere right here. Yeah, great day. Right, I'm gonna start making my way back to the truck and see if we just by blind luck come across anything on my way back to the truck. And this was just on the surface right here. So that's definitely been worked. However, it's not a biface. I don't know, this might have been whacked off in here. But check out that piece. Huh, how interesting. I guess it does have an edge. Seems kind of, for lack of a better word, primitive though. It's just sitting on the surface, so that was uncovered. That's pretty cool. Back to the truck, we're gonna get some hydration going, and I zigzagged back and forth off the road and back out into the bush and back, and I found lithics and pot sherds the whole way back. So I don't know, I just feel like there's probably multiple villages up here alongside the lip of that canyon, and I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. The debitage and pot sherds kind of lead me that way. However, it's just my speculation, so who knows. It's been an interesting day, no doubt about that. We found plenty of artifacts, nothing spectacular, but everything we found was pretty cool, including that painted pottery, the red pottery, and then the one with the obvious lip. And then earlier this morning, some of the stuff we found, the points and possible axe head, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been a fascinating day out here in the desert. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Lots more content on the way. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow. It is free. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.